Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on Forza Horizon 2 with another silly car build. Our vehicle today is the Lamborghini Urus, something like that. I'm going to call it the Urus, and if that's not how it's pronounced, then screw it. It's what I'm calling it. I'm not a big fan of these sporty SUV things. I don't like the BMW X5 or X6 or whichever ones of the sporty version or the Porsche. I don't like these kind of cars. I really don't see the point in them whatsoever. However, I will admit this Lamborghini is actually not that bad. It does handle quite well, and I have seen it. I haven't personally raced it, but I have seen it raced a few times in A-class lobbies online. It's not slow. I will give it that. It is not. It's not slow at all. So yeah, I'm going to give it an upgrade and see what happens when we put a very, very powerful engine into it. Now I have just clicked on the wrong button like a moron. Which can we go over? Here we go. Go to the garage. We don't want to buy any more cars yet.
What can I do to help you?
Right, conversions. Now I'm going to make this vehicle rear-wheel drive. It puts the PI up. Normally, making a car rear-wheel drive puts the PI down. I mean, I know yes, it will get lighter by doing this, but you lose a lot of the launch that you get with the. Okay, that's the first. I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay, well, there we go. We were going to have it rear-wheel drive. It's just boring if the car's a four-wheel drive. It's too simple. So yeah, we're going to have a rear-wheel drive. We are also going for the 6-litre V12. The engine from a Ferrari Enzo that, when fully modified, will put out 1,100 and something horsepower. It's going to be very powerful indeed, this car. As I said, it is quite a nice car to drive, at least it certainly is when it's standard. I have no idea. There are a few concerns I have with this car. We've got a fairly silly wing. It's sort of... Yeah, there's nowhere to really mount a wing on the back of this car. There is absolutely nowhere. There are interesting seats it's got going on in there. They're very interesting seats. It's like the Sesto Elementos, kind of-ish. They're very cool seats. I do like them. Right, let's get the wing on there. Tyre-wise, we might have some sizable tyres on this car, just thinking about it. What do we... Yeah, I think we're going to have some pretty big tyres. This might be quite good. I mean, it's going to be heavy. They're fairly decent size. It's going to be a heavy car. I think no matter what we do, even with all of the racing parts, that we put on it, it's still going to be one of the heavier cars, and it's going to be quite high riding. I mean, I'm not worried about it being like a jelly car unless I deliberately mess about with the suspension. No car is ever going to drive like that. But it is going to have a higher centre of mass, even on racing suspension. That's a pretty high riding car, and with the amount of weight there is in this, again, even with all of this, it's still going to be well over £3,000, I would assume, unless maybe we're going to have magic weight reduction. What are we going to put it down to? Yeah, it's still going to be well over £3,000, especially when we've got to put a roll cage in the car as well. Okay. Whoopsie, there we go. We are going to buy that. I'm thinking this might not be too bad. I don't think it's going to beat the M1. It's not going to go that quickly. We are creeping up in PI. I'm just watching that. I wouldn't expect this to be able to be an X-Class car. It'd be an unusual one. I've only got sort of one more major. Once we put the turbo... no, wait. Oh, it's the intercooler on this one, isn't it? 'Cause I can't upgrade the turbos. Yeah, okay. We will just stay within the PI limit. Okay, well that's telling me that the game at least rates this car quite highly and doesn't think that it's going to be absolutely atrocious. And there we go. All of the power. Okay. I mean, we will have oversteer. There is no doubt about that with this much power through the rear wheels. Sorry. But I have a sneaking suspicion that this might be quite decent. There's a lot of weight to it. It's quite wide. It shouldn't be twitchy. The weight could be a problem under braking if this goes as quickly as I'm expecting it to. We shall see, though. We shall see. Now, for our city car builds, the track that I use, I have to go into Rivals mode, which is why I'm worried about cars going at too higher a PA. Oh, now it's now it's daytime out here, and you can see my very shiny Lamborghini. Yes, we go to Rivals mode for the timings of these. The track that I've picked is the Cisteron Citadel circuit. It is an interesting one. It is certainly a big challenge for these silly car builds, because it is very small, very narrow. There is a lot of sort of heavy acceleration zones, barely any straights at all to really test the cars. If something gets up to 150 miles an hour, I'd be quite surprised around this course. You maybe towards the end of the lap get 150 out of a car, but yeah, there is not an awful lot of straights. So I'm fingers crossed that this car will be able to deliver its power to the road. I'm thinking this might actually be quite good over the bumps that we have to deal with. It could be one of the better cars for dealing with the bumps. Having that slight higher ride height could come in quite handy for that bit, if the rest of it all stays together, if it's not too oversteery. And so far we're looking quite good. Look at that, I can't remember whatever car that it tried, I think every car has tried to kill me through that particular section. We're not getting killed. That is impressive. This is quite a lovely, easy car to drive. We're going to go, ooh, okay, how are we on the braking front? I mean, we're a little bit scary, and we are quite oversteering. In fact, this has got some of the longest gear ratios I think we've seen. That could help it in that, ooh, that's not a good line to be taking. That's a strange, that's not the good, no, let's not take that line. Let's aim for a better one next time round. How do we do through... See, look at that. That is actually really very impressive. No understeer at all from this huge car. How do we... Oh, no, we're all out of position there. That was a terrible, terrible angle to be taking that corner at. But that is an immense grip it has through the hairpins there, considering... Look at the size difference between me and the ghost of an Ultima. That's how high riding this is. I'm practically sitting on the Ultima's spoiler, and this thing here is still holding onto the road remarkably well. Still struggling to get up that hill bit there without sliding. Woo! Is there a bump there that I've not seen before? Check the car. That's a strange thing for the car to be behaving. But these hairpins is quite impressive. You can take them. Look at that. The other cars just don't... Woo! They've got a big oversteering moment. But it has incredible grip through the corners. I would have expected, maybe the Donkavort to... look, there we go. I've got that one wrong. But I would have expected the Donkavort to be more... This is perhaps nicer to drive than the... Whoa, not over that bump. But around the rest of the track, this may be nicer to drive than the Donkavort. Maybe not the M1. I think the M1 is still the easiest to car drive. I mean, I can attack through there, and there is no fear in this car doing anything stupid. I can take that line if I want to, because I don't have a problem with the Lamborghini doing any crazy things. And again, we'll be quick around here. Got to remember to brake perhaps a little bit earlier than I have been with some cars. Although it does well. It does well getting stopped, considering this is one of the heavier cars, maybe the heaviest we've had, certainly on Horizon. I'm trying to think, maybe the Mercury may have been heavier, probably around the same weight actually. We are on for a bloody quick time if I can not throw it away on this hairpin. Then we get neatly through that hairpin, try and boot it out the other side. Whoops, we get a little bit of wheel spin going on there, and we'll cross the bump on the inside. We're running a bit wide. We beat the time, which means that we've also gone quickest of all. We've gone 2 seconds quicker. Normally the target time for this, I should have said, I forgot to say that at the start of this, the target time for a city car build is the time set by a standard Noble M600. Completely stopped, nothing changed on it. Did a 56.414, I believe was its time. And this has gone quicker with 2 laps still to run. Jeez, that's a really, really impressive lap time from this Lamborghini. It's gone quicker than that M1, and that M1 was a really good car. I expected this to be alright. I did not expect it to be that fast. Gee. This is a very, very quick car. You do have to be careful. You've got to really get that line right in the hairpin. If you get it wrong, then it's horrible. If you find that lovely little sweet spot in there, then this is very, very quick. And we're going to get a big slide on up towards the wall. Oopsie daisy. Okay. This is... I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I really am. This was not... I did not expect it to go that much quicker. I didn't think it would be too hard to drive. I thought it might be quite nice and stable. Didn't think we would suddenly end up going quickest of the lot. Oh dear. This is quite a good car. Quite a good racing vehicle. Maybe not car. He's gone quicker than a bloody Ultima around here. That's... Yeah, okay. I've built something crazy. Oh dear. Running a little bit wide. I mean, it is oversteery, but it's not that bad at all. I think perhaps having a little bit extra weight might be quite helpful on this car. Ooh, we've gone a bit wide. It's a large vehicle, that is for sure. Whoa! Big two-wheeled moment up there. Okay, on to our final lap. Can we go any quicker with the Lamborghini? Dare we? I don't dare be flat out through there. Certainly not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was me. That was me misjudging the width of this bloody thing. I don't think we're going to go quicker. You see, I can turn into that corner. Whoa, I'm going to go a bit sideways. I can turn into that corner back there. So much tighter than almost every other car I've driven. Nothing else wants to be able to take that sort of line and carry that corner speed. Whereas this thing, it just can do it. A little bit eager on the throttle through that corner. It is a remarkable vehicle, I have to say. It is. Ooh, get out of that corner neatly. Ooh, nope, got too much wheel spin there. Pushed a little bit too hard. I still think I prefer the M1. As quick as this is, I still think I slightly prefer the M1. It's a little bit nicer to drive. It is bloody fast. And then careful across the bumps and across the line. Lamborghini to go fastest. Okay, well, there we go. We have a new fastest city car build around our track, and not the vehicle that I at all expected. Now it's time to find how quick it will go in a straight line, and I'm going to hazard a guess fairly fast. It's got a hell of a lot of power, but it is a big SUV. It is not the world's most aerodynamical, that's the English word I was looking for, aerodynamical shape that I've ever seen. I would guess it'll probably hit maybe 225, 230 at best. It's not low enough and streamlined enough for much more than that. It has the power to get up to that sort of speeds, or it has the power to go a lot faster. The M1 did 260, but this has not got the aerodynamics. It may even be a little bit less than that. I'm not sure. But yeah, once we take off the aero, once we get back into the game, sit through the loading times. Oh, we have a wheel spin. Let's see if we can get anything interesting now that we're filming. Come on, car. I'd rather have a car that's low value than just have money, or have absolutely pathetic amounts of money. Fine. That was absolutely atrocious. Right, we're going to go to the motorway to conduct our speed run. We'll let fast travel over here. The wheel spin just about covered the cost of the fast travel there. Fantastic. Yeah, we will blast this down the motorway, and yeah, see what speed we can do. I think this will be quite good. It was fairly nice and stable through the corners, so weaving in and out of traffic shouldn't be too much of a problem. The high-speed corners, maybe a little bit of a different story, as we had none of them to test it with on that particular test track. Right, tune car, aero, there we go. It's currently simulating. Hold on, just get rid of that. Okay, simulate away. Tell me what we need to know. What's the gearing? Ooh, that's a bit better than I thought. 237. If we extend the gears, can we get any more out of it? Can we get 240? No, I don't think we're going to get 240 out of it. Maybe we just rein them back in a little bit. Sometimes it's slightly overgears them. We're going to get about 237. We might maybe push it to 240 downhill. 238. Yes, we will have that, and then I hope to get. I think 240 is probably possible when we go down the hill towards the end of the run. Right, it's time to give this Lamborghini a test. It's a dodging of traffic. Now, I've got to remember, this is much wider than most of the bloody cars that I drive, so give everything a lot more space than I would normally. How are we on? Yeah, we've got pretty good high-speed change of directions in this thing. Ooh, but I'm not going to take that corner at that angle. That was not a good way to get around a corner. Ooh, there we go. That's what I was worried about. Little bit of high-speed oversteer. It won't have helped that I've taken all of the air off. Now, Yaris, I think that was a Yaris. I would run into you, but we're far too busy concentrating at 200 miles an hour in a Lamborghini SUV. We're not quite as mentally fast as the BMW M1. It's going pretty well though. There's 225 up to this next corner. Don't change lanes, anything, thank you. I could probably take that quarter fast. Oh, you silly Mercedes. God damn it. Oh, Yaris. Hello. Don't mind me. Okay, we'll get back on the course. God damn it. Look where you're going before you suddenly decide. Oh, see, you don't even, you just go carry it. Fine. I really dislike you. Eat Lamborghini. Hey, there we go. He's pointing sideways. Right, let's try again. We'll get back into the swing of it. We'll get up to speed pretty quickly. It's not bad acceleration for something of this size and this weight. It does have a lot of power, but still. Okay, almost took out the speed camera. Okay. Yeah, it will change direction pretty damn well for what it is. There we go. I mean, that's quite scary, changing direction at that speed in this car. Can't do very much about a Mercedes that suddenly decides it wants to go off the motorway. But, ooh, that's a big, that's a big bump that it doesn't like. Okay. Yeah, it will get affected by those bumps, although I think pretty much every car will be. If anything can survive them well, then this is going to be it. Well, maybe something like a Ram Runner, but, woo, dodge the cars, dodge the cars. Here comes a horrible corner. Won't really go over here. Can everything please not change lanes or not sort of sit in the middle of the road? Oh, sorry, Audi. They've run out of space. This is a big car. I can't fit through every single gap. Okay, now we're going to start going downhill. It's the next part that goes downhill where I stand the best chance. If we're going to hit 240, that's where we're going to hit it. We need to get as much speed up as possible down here to carry through to the next part. Here we go, it's 230 miles an hour. Now please, no AI cars do anything silly, or trucks. I'm watching you. Don't do anything silly, okay? Just stay in your lanes. I said don't do anything silly, god damn it, you Garney. Come on, 238, any more? I think that's about it. That's all we're going to get from it. You know, slow, losing momentum as we take some bumps and around the corner. 238. I think is all we're going to get from the Lamborghini. It's still not bad. It's still faster than I expected it would do. And it goes quickest around our test track, which is remarkable. Okay. Well, there we go. That is it for this not-so-silly car build. It is, in fact, quite sensible. Yeah, I struggle saying that. Yeah, really bloody fast Lamborghini SUV thing. Well, yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And until next time, goodbye.